Today we have a special announcement.
Children are the future.
And there you have it, children are the future, which is why today's cupcakes are dedicated to those who volunteered to serve children. Hi friends, my name is Sherry Ray, and this is Every Cake Tells a Story, where we learn how to decorate together and love others through cake art, because as I decorate, we'll get to know the individuals these cupcakes are dedicated to. Today's cupcakes are dedicated to an amazing team of volunteers who serve in one of our children's programs at our church. Okay, we gotta get to it. Let's go spread some love like icing. I needed to start these cupcakes by preparing a base for them. I simply rolled out some blue fondant and cut it into squares. I discovered years ago this is a great way to ensure unique cupcakes make it to their destination in one piece. Then I left them out to dry. I needed to prepare some ganache next. I'm using a 2-to-1 ratio for my ganache, so I've got 2 times the amount of chocolate as I do whipping cream. I heated my cream to a boil and then poured it onto the chocolate. Stirred it up until it was fully incorporated and set it aside to let it cool off and thicken up. And then it was back to the cupcakes. Okay, when I say cupcakes today, I mean cupcake-ish, because I envisioned a rocky land that comes out of the ocean and is dangerous for sea vessels. I didn't want them to be pretty or uniform cupcakes, so I crushed up cake scraps with a little icing to create a cake pop consistency. Once that was done, I was ready to start shaping my islands. I had to start by adding a dollop of ganache to the bases to hold the islands in place. Then I smooshed the cupcakes together, plopped them down, and covered them with ganache. Since they're rock formations, I added some texture by painting some silver and gold on. I got to work on that, but you'll get to know the team a little bit. One of the amazing things about each team member is how fully invested everyone is. The kids start arriving and they get into gear and start playing right away. They listen and really hear the children. They'll have individual conversations with the children and then follow up on those conversations later. When the kids start arriving, I'll hear, "Hey, how was that spelling test this week?" Or, "How was that baseball game?" Or, "How is your mom feeling this week?" It really is amazing to watch. Another great aspect to the team is how flexible and quick they are to make adjustments. There's an email that goes out each week giving us a different role and assignment for the evening, but sometimes life is unpredictable and we need to make adjustments on the fly. There was one week that I had gotten sick, but I had been assigned to teach the Bible lesson. Another team member was willing to take on that lesson, which included a skit, complete with costumes and props. They spent the afternoon looking over the material and the lesson, and they filled in the gap. We have some leaders in training, or LITs, on the team. These young leaders are excited to be a part of the team, and they're so quick to learn how to see what needs their attention, help the kids and the whole team out. The adult leaders enjoy coming alongside and assisting them as needed, giving them responsibilities, and watching them grow. These stories are pretty cool, and I wish that I could share stories about each individual leader, but I need to save time to share one story that makes this team so incredible. Let's head back to the cupcakes for a bit first, though. Now that the rocks are done, I want to make a lighthouse to go on top. I wanted some of my pieces to be uniform thickness, so I searched around the kitchen to find something I could use to keep my rolling pin at an even height. I ended up opening these bag clips and rolled right over them. I dipped my circle cutter in icing sugar to keep the fondant from sticking and cut out lots of white circles. I did all those steps again in red. I wanted one thinner strip of black on each lighthouse where the lightkeeper would walk around the outside. And the lighthouse was topped off with a thinner red layer above the light. Time to put them all together. I just lined up my pieces and added a dab of water to the top of each piece for glue and stacked them up. Oh yeah, I didn't tell you about the lights. I realized yellow Smarties or rockets were the perfect size and color, so I cheated and used them. From here, I used my edible marker to add little windows, and then piped a border around each blue base to hold in some water. While I do that, let's find out the most amazing thing about this volunteer team and why I chose this design for these cupcakes. I have to tell you the key that makes this team so amazing, but it's connected to a song called My Lighthouse by Rent Collective. We started singing this quite a while ago at our kids club, and it quickly became one of our favorites. It's about how God can see us through difficult seasons, and He will carry us through. He is our lighthouse in the darkness. He's our peace. The whole point of the children's program is to point others to Jesus. So I made these Lighthouse cupcakes to say thank you. Thank you for pointing us to the one who is our strength and shield, the one who freely offers us forgiveness and love and hope, the one who is our lighthouse. Okay, let's go finish up these cupcakes. Now for the water. I tinted some piping gel light blue and piped it on. I've often purchased my piping gel, but this time I made it. The link to the recipe is in the description box. I love how the water looks. You can see I went back and added a tiny white dot on top of the lighthouses to finish them off. And that's it. They're super cute. I'm so thankful for the team I get to work with and for the children who come out each week. I can't wait to give the team these cupcakes, but there are so many around the world who volunteer to serve children and point them to Jesus. And if this describes you, pretend I'm giving you a cupcake too. And as always, if any of these stories ring true for someone you love, turn around and dedicate this video to them, because we're all about loving others here. All right, see you in my next video right here. Bye, friends.